Now we need to begin with the next topic of comparing quantities, that is compound interest. Now before we begin with compound interest, let's see what is simple interest. What is the basic meaning of interest? So whenever we borrow money from bank or from a money lender, in that case, when we return back the borrowed amount, we always return back a slightly bigger amount than what we have borrowed. So the borrowed amount is called as a loan. So at the time of returning the loan to the bank or to the money lender, we have to pay back an amount somewhat bigger than the original loan amount. That additional amount that we pay is called as the simple interest. So if I have borrowed 10,000 rupees for 5 years, when I return back, that amount will be slightly higher at the end of 5 years, depending on what the rate of interest is. So let's see how we can find this interest. So we'll see one problem and we will solve that using both. First we will see what is simple interest, how you will solve it using simple interest, and then we will see in case you have to find out the compound interest for the same problem, then how you will do it. So the problem is, suppose I gave rupees 10,000 to Sanjay at 10% per annum interest. Find the amount after 5 years. Okay, so after 5 years, what is the amount that I should be getting back from him? So in this case, this initial amount that I have given is 10,000. This 10,000 rupees, this is known as the principal amount. 10% per annum is the interest. Per annum means yearly. Okay, per year. After every 1 year, 10% interest will get added to this initial amount, that is 10,000. And this 5 years is a time period. That is, after 5 years, what amount I will be getting, that is what I have to find out. So initial amount is 10,000, that is your principal. At the end of 1 year, how much amount will I be getting? Interest will be 1,000, that is 10% of 10,000. 10 by 100 into 10,000, that is 1,000. This 1,000 will get added to the initial principal amount and the final amount will be 11,000. Same way for the second year, again 10% of 10,000, that is 1,000, will get added to this 11,000, so it will become 12,000. Okay, so 1,000 rupees is going to get added every year till 5 years. So in the third year it will become 13,000. In the fourth year it will become 14,000. And in the fifth year it will become 15,000. Now for each and every year, if I am finding out separately 10% of 10,000 and adding it to the previous amount, it will become very long process, and number of years as it increases, the problem will become more and more bigger. So to simplify things, we have a formula for simple interest. This formula is P into R into T by 100, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, T is the time period. If using this formula, we are solving the problem, it will be like this. P into R into T by 100, substitute the values of principal 10,000, rate is 10, time is 5, divided by 100, and when you solve, you will get the simple interest as 5,000. Now this 5,000 will get added to 10,000 to give you the amount. So amount at the end of 5 years will be 10,000 plus 5,000, that is 15,000. So in simple interest, the interest is on the initial principal and interest remains same every year. So if you go back here and see, every year the interest was 1,000. You are finding 10% of 10,000 every time. First year also it is 10% of 10,000, that is 1,000. Second year also it is 10% of 10,000. And so on. In every year, the interest remains the same. That is 1,000. And principal also remains the same. Only amount is changing. Now, In compound interest, the interest will be calculated on the total amount at the end of the year, and interest will change every year. Now how this will happen, we'll see in the problem. The same problem which we have seen now, we will solve for compound interest now. In this case, we are finding the compound interest at the end of 5 years. So when I'm finding compound interest, in the first year, it is the same steps, 10% of 10,000. So I will get the interest as 1,000. This 1,000 will be added to principal and the amount will become 11,000. Now in the second year, what will happen? This amount which I have got here at the end of 1 year, this will become principal for the second year. So in the second year, now the principal will change to 11,000. So interest will be 10% of 11,000. That is 1100. And this 1100 will get added to 11,000. And the amount at the end of 2 years will be 12,100. For the third year, now principal is 12,100, which was amount at the end of 2 years. That has become principal for the third year. And interest will be 10% of 12,100. That is 1,210. Now this interest will get added to this principal. And amount will be 13,310. Then in the fourth year, this amount 13,310 is becoming the principal. So accordingly, interest you have to find out, 10% of this principal. So 10% of this principal will give you 1,331, and this will be added to this to find the amount at the end of 4 years. That is 14,641. This is the amount at the end of 4 years. Then for the fifth year, this 14,641 is becoming the principal. So 10% of this, 1,464.1, this is the interest, and this will be added to this. So this is your amount at the end of 5 years, 16,105.1 rupees. So at the end of 5 years, if the interest is compounded, then I will receive 16,105.1 rupees. If simple interest is being added to it, then it will be 15,000. So you can see the difference in amount if the interest is simple interest or the interest is compound interest. It will be difficult for you to compute, to calculate the compound interest or the amount at the end of a particular year using step-by-step method. If number of years is more, then you have to keep on doing for that many years. So for that, we have a formula for this. Now here the formula is for the amount. Amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole raised to the power of N. Here P is the principal, R is rate of interest, and N is number of years. So using this formula, you can find the amount. If you have amount, you have principal, you can find interest by subtracting both. Amount minus principal will give you interest. So using the formula, if you are solving the above problem, amount will be P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power of N. So here P is 10,000, R is 10%, and N is 5 years. So that is 10,000 into 1 plus 10 by 100 raised to the power of 5. When you simplify this, you will get same answer, 16,105.1. So this is the amount that is to be paid at the end of 5 years. So simple interest is calculated on the principal only, whereas in compound interest is calculated on both the principal and the accumulated interest of prior periods. Simple interest in each time period remains same. Compound interest increases after every time period. Formula, this is the formula, P into R into T by 100, and here you have formula for the amount, P into 1 plus R by 100 raised to the power of the time period. You can have T or N.